Greetings and salutations. This is Laz. Welcome back to the Fright Club, your one-stop shop for all things horror. Now, today is the day. Today is Valentine's Day. I know everyone's saying, at least that's what I'm saying, because I've never enjoyed this holiday. Not even because I'm usually single on this day, and it's depressing as shit when you're single on Valentine's Day. At least if you watch all the TV shows and such, you're like, oh, I'm so alone. Which, that blows. That blows like a White House intern, just minus all the fun stuff. But, I hope those are my fiends that are with someone. I hope you guys and gals, or what have you, are having tremendous times with your loved ones. I truly do. I truly do mean that. I hope you're not celebrating it. I hope you're not going out today, because yikes. Unless, of course, you have them reservations and such. But other than that, But enough of that bull crapola. Here's what I'm here for. Now, I know I'm a horror channel, and it's Valentine's Day, and I should be, I think by law, be talking about My Bloody Valentine, either the original or the remake. And I think it's actually one of the commandments somewhere, one of the forgotten ones. If thou art a horror channel, thou must talk about My Bloody Valentine on Valentine's Day at least once. But, as anyone who knows me can tell you, I don't tend to go with the flow. I tend to see, hey, everyone's over here. What the hell's going on over there? It's actually how I wound up with two ladies in my life who I was lucky enough to date. Everyone was looking at the chick over here, and I was like, what's over there? Same thing. I tend to not go with the flow. And mainly because, and not just because I'm a contrarian, which I've been accused of more than once, and I don't think I am. It's just for me, I want to talk about stuff that interests me. And My Bloody Valentine has been talked about to death by every horror channel. And I don't like the original one, only because I've only seen the cut to shit version. I haven't watched the unrated version yet. And I love the remake. Man, because Jensen Ackles is in it, and I'm a Supernatural fan, so. But, be that as it may. So, today, I'm going to talk about something that I truly love, that I truly have knowledge about and a desire for. And that is, to me, the greatest love story ever put in any kind of fiction, any kind of genre, be it literary fiction or movies, and that is The Crow. Now, I know people are like, what do you mean what do you mean it's romantic? It's an action movie. Is this? No. Look at this. Look at the storyline. Look at the way the story is. A man's love for the love of his life, the woman he's going to marry, the woman he planned to spend the rest of his life with, that is ripped away from them as a group of ruffians assault them. They sexually assault the fiance named Shelley, and they murder our hero Eric, and then she's murdered as well. She dies as well. So, but here's the thing: his love for her is so strong. He comes back to set the wrong things right, to quote the movie. To say, you know what? Not only did you take away our lives, you took away our happiness, you defiled her. I'm coming back, and I'm going to take every single one of you out. Not for me, but for her. That's why I interpret it. And to me, that's a love story. And this movie, when I saw it in theaters, it was during the tail end of my dark period. And not many people know this part of it, because I always say this movie saved my life, and I've never said why. I've made up a tale here and there about, it motivating me and such. And it did. But the part I've never said, which I'm going to say right now, is the day I saw the movie was going to be the last day of my life. I had planned it. I had planned it all out. And watching that movie, it spoke to me. Especially the line when Brandon Lee says, in life, what was it? Shelley, the smallest thing seems to bother me, Shelley, and I always thought they were so trivial. Trust me, nothing is trivial. That hit me. That spoke to me. And also the pain that I forget. Oh man, I forget the girl's name. Oh man, only because in the comic book her name's Sherry, and I'm just blanking on her name right now. That sucks because I've met the chick who played her, very nice, but okay. So either way, Sarah, there it is. So, and the fact that Eric being gone and Sarah never able to say goodbye, and how that ripped her apart. That also spoke to me about what I was going to do was gonna hurt the people I love. So I didn't, clearly. So to me, it's romantic in that way too, that it helped save my life. Now I know everyone knows about the movie. I think everyone knows the tragic story of Brandon Lee and all that. So, and again, my favorite movie of all time. I could talk about this movie forever. But what I would like to do as well is talk about the comic of The Crow. Now, this is the most recent version of the paperback that's been released. That was released anyway, and I do highly recommend this. Not the version I started out with. My version was, I guess it was the original publication, or at least it was. I know the paperback was released after the movie because it has a dedication to Brandon Lee, to Brandon and his fiancee Eliza at the start of it. But and the comic itself is the same basic story. The movie added a lot of stuff, like gave Brandon and Shelley last names. I'm sorry, gave Eric and Shelley's last names. Made Eric a rock star, and stuff like that. But other than, and they had but the comic book had more villains. And in the comic, spoiler alert, but I'm not really spoiling anything. Not Tintin, I'm sorry. T-Bird is the main villain in the comic, as opposed to Top Dollar in the movie. And the book itself gets deeper. You get more into Eric's head. Eric, you get Bible quotes, poetry quotes from The Cure, quotes from Joy Division. Like the comic itself, which I don't think is talked about nearly enough, in a lot of ways is better than the movie, at least to where you get more of an understanding, like a deeper understanding. Eric keeps having dreams of being on a train and he's seeing like a beautiful horse that runs right in a barbed wire. And I'm not going to get into the symbolism of that because I want everyone to read the comic. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. And the deaths are more graphic, but that's not really important. But it just, like, you get more flashbacks as well. You get more time. You get to spend more time with Eric and Shelley, which is the one fault of the movie that I've always thought, is that you get flashbacks, yes, but you don't spend enough time with Eric and Shelley, which I think would have helped a lot. And now I don't know what the version would have been if Brandon Lee didn't pass away. I don't know. So I don't know what the original vision of it was, how it would have went, but I don't think they would have added more with Shelley. But one could hope. Like you get this really funny bit about they're getting planned to go out for their anniversary, and Shelley promises to read Cat in the Hat, and Eric's like, Cat in the Hat. She's like, you never seen me read it, like stuff like that. You get to see more of who they are and how they interacted with each other. So when the attack happens, it's a harder punch than the movie, because in the movie you start with that, and it's not. I mean, it's it's brutal, but it's not, it's not as much of an emotional impact as the book. And to me, the book is still a love story, as is the movie. They're both love stories to me. And to me, that's how I would want to spend Valentine's Day. I've never had the chance to do it, but I honestly love to be with the lady someone who I love and who loves me back and all that good romantic stuff, and watch The Crow. Just sit down, snuggled, watch The Crow. Some people may, and actually, I would love to be with my dream woman. Honestly, would be someone whom loves me. I love them back. We work. We have the chemistry. We have our chemistry. But my idea of that, then she would go, "Oh, that would be awesome and romantic and all that stuff." Just that's me, And yeah, I know, whatever her favorite movie is. It's not even because it's my favorite movie. It's just because to me, most romantic movie ever made. Ever. No one, not a single person convinced me otherwise. But enough of that. That is my opinion. I will, if anyone would like me to go deeper into the movie or even do a deeper dive into the comic, let me know. Leave comments below. And until next time, good kids, again, for those who are celebrating Valentine's Day, I hope you all have a wonderful, amazing day. I truly do. And for those of us who aren't, I hope we also have a wonderful and amazing day. And also, I'm going to say this, I'm going to end it with this. Understand, I love you all. So none of you are unloved. We're all family. Peace be with you all. Catch you on the flip side.